Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on YouTube at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Anything you guys need to know about me should be listed in the description box. I send my love and light and positive vibes to those of you who come in on truly divine, benevolent love and light and positive vibes. Whether you are a returning viewer and subscriber or a newbie, if you're hearing that energy, welcome and thank you for every ounce of that beautiful energy, because we shown up need a lot more divine energy. So I certainly hope you find very myriad of information and things here at Bloom from Within Love, where you gotta get you a mixed bag. It ain't all about tarot, but it's nothing wrong with it being all about tarot. In my case, in my journey, it is a holistic approach to life using, as you can see, I mean, if you read the description box, I don't want to get too deep. Anyway, this reading is all about the topic enough. There is a collective that is resonating with that old school movie, Enough, with Jennifer Lopez, and I can't remember the others, but essentially it's the age-old story of a woman. Now, it doesn't have to be a woman that gets into this codependent relationship. She was kind of isolated out, didn't have much, didn't have anybody. She worked at a little restaurant, and lo and behold, here comes Johnny Smooth. He was a detective, and they set that all up, but he turned out to be an abuser, okay, and a narcissistic sociopath, psychopath. And unfortunately, in her case, he had connections in their town, and he was in law, so he was corrupt, okay? He was corruption in the law enforcement agency, the police stations, and things of that nature. So for her to get free from the abuse and toxicity was going to require a lot of sophisticated navigation, help, and her training herself to defend herself, which is something I recommend. It's something that I'm getting into, and especially as a woman, I invite you all, if it's in your budget to do or find something to take self-defense classes, similar to what we saw in the movie Enough, so that if it comes down to that, you can whoop ass if you got to, just like she did in the end. Okay, so now, with that being said, it may not necessarily be pertaining to the physical. This could be something to do energetically, spiritual. People that are bullies, narcissists, karmics, things of that nature. People who know gangs and, have connections like that, but they appear to be these upstanding citizens of society to others on the outside, but they deal with gang bangers who will take $500 to beat up or kill somebody. Okay, and threaten somebody and blackmail somebody and to get somebody to not say nothing, or to get somebody to give somebody the money, or you know what I'm saying? All these tactics. And unfortunately, this is a karmic template. That's the karmic energy. I certainly believe that's the case with my family. I believe that this is going to resonate with what's going on in my situation. Okay, but this is a collective reading, so I do also understand it's going to be a mixed bag. So please only take what resonates. So let's get some overall energy here. Light team, what is the overall issue, or the overall topic, issue, or energy surrounding this topic enough for the collective, for the higher vibrational beings, those that are awakened or those that are newly awakened and healing and going through the dark night of the soul? Okay, what is this about, this enough? Okay. Yep. I see it already. So I have it in reverse. It says, forgive the fuck out of somebody today. And it's in reverse. Okay. So it's about somebody didn't want to give someone, I don't know if you guys can see it. Somebody did not want to give someone a second chance here. And because of that, somebody felt like they had a right to bully. Somebody felt like they had a right to threaten. Somebody felt like they had a right to beat up somebody. Somebody felt like they had a right to steal something, and they are going to burn and bang. FBI, if you're watching, this is pertaining to my situation. So I guide you guys to continue to look at those who have followed me, those who have subscribed to me, those who have made nasty comments and deleted and erased comments and accounts. But I know you guys have access to that. So I invite you all to investigate in that way. That's going to guide you to the people who are involved with my situation. stealing something from me, beating up someone I dated, lying on, you know, all sorts of things, stealing inheritance, checks, insurance, money, the stalking, the bullying, the bounty hunt, because that's what they're doing, okay? Trying to come after me and my son, doing spell work, trying to take us out. Every time I go live, they go to work and I feel their energy. And it's a lot of them on the TikTok FBI. All those that I blocked out tonight, they're probably connected and involved. Okay? And my family as well. So I invite you all to investigate my family. My mother, my sisters, my brother. I'm calling out all family. Not all family may be involved, but they may know something because it's pertaining to my sister, my oldest sister. Okay? My oldest sister and my mother. Okay? So that'll be another spot to go. My older sister, my mother. Hell, all of my family members, FBI. And then namely those that I listed on the report. Okay? So, but collective. Yes. They could be responsible for somebody's death, FBI. Just saying. Somebody's death, somebody's poison, somebody being hospitalized or institutionalized. They could have set someone up to go to jail wrongfully. Made somebody take the fall. Okay? Behind my sister. My oldest sister, whom I listed on the report. Okay? And her connections and her associates. Okay? She knows a lot of people in different industries and fields. And she also knows gang members and motorcycle clubs and things of that nature. All right. So, yeah. The problem was somebody didn't want to forgive nobody. And it could be both. Collective, as I'm going back and forth, you know, with my situation and you all's, it could also be a counterpart. You know, so that's going to be something to be determined by the FBI as they get into it. Because when counterparts go toxic, they become the version of the karmic horrors that they're with. Okay? And when we decide to take back our power, then they do this to us. Okay? So in my case, FBI, it was a little bit of both. Initially, stuff was done to me by both and their collaborates. And then a counterpart didn't want anything else to do with her, my sister at some point. And then because of that, all of the illegal things and the fuck shit and the things they stole, then they started collaborating and fighting and bullying and threatening. And so if there's foul play, if somebody's still sick, dead, in a hospital, you know, even in jail wrongly, is because there was foul play. They could have bullied somebody to take the fall. So investigate it. And they're trying to run. Earlier, before I came onto my live, I heard a group say, we're just going to take the money. And so they're planning to try to run and escape. Okay, those are involved. It was all about somebody wanted to be free and somebody had finally said enough. So my counterpart could have said enough, like I said. I said enough first. I think my counterpart said enough later. Okay, and this may very well also be for the collective of individuals that I read for. They didn't like that somebody didn't want to give them a second chance. Okay, so that's the overall energy here. And let's get into what happened. Okay, so this is a deck that is based on behavioral health and psychology and dealing with emotions, okay? And I'm just going to read the front of each. I'm not going to get deep into card meanings, but I'm going to see, okay, so what happened with the karmic energies that was bullying and doing some illegal shit and abusive shit and toxicity here. All right, light team. What is this about? What kind of emotion? Okay, fear. Okay. They were afraid. Okay, they tried to bully somebody using fear. Okay, they used fear tactics here. Safe space. They made somebody feel unsafe. Yeah. Like, in other words, if you do this and if you do that, if you say anything, okay, if you admit anything, that kind of energy. Hold on. So sadness is in reverse at the bottom. And that just lets me know that they didn't care, that they derived joy out of bullying somebody. They derived joy out of trying to make me fearful. They derived joy out of possibly making my counterpart feel fearful. Okay. For not forgiving and giving a second chance, which is classic for narcissistic, psychopath, sociopathic energy. FBI, CIA, higher realms here. I know that I'm not a clinician, but you guys already know because I'm calling in high vibrational FBI agents and CIA agents, investigators, law enforcement to step in on this on my behalf, but also for the collective. These people are sick. They're gone. They do blood rituals. They practice high-level spell work. They hire spell work. They put spells on myself and my counterpart. Okay? Poisons, blood magic, blood rituals, all sorts of things. They tortured my son. They used him, tied him up energetically to harvest his energy and did things to him in his sleep to take his sexual energy. Okay? And that's for those investigators that are understanding about energy, that is aware of the energy world and the way it works. Okay? To cause chaos and conflict, and they try to block communication from between me and a counterpart involving all of this. Okay? They use fear tactics and they took delight in making people afraid and scared and all of that because they're sickos and psychos. They're bullies. Okay? Because motherfuckers didn't want shit else to do with them. Somebody said enough and got tired of being afraid and probably was like, I'm out. And that's when they attempted to hurt somebody, kill somebody, set somebody up, and blackmail somebody. And they tried to keep this on silent and hush. They paid people to be quiet. That's what I'm saying. Go to my family. Every last one of them. Nieces included. Every last one of them. Sisters in California. Mother and brother in Elko, Nevada. And my sister, that is wherever she is, the head corporate behind it. Nevada and wherever secret properties. I would investigate celebrity mortgage and those that are connected there because they know who she is. She's the one that possibly forged my name, stole a check of mine or my son's. Okay, she's the one that possibly held something that belongs to me. Okay. She was the one behind the TikTok stalking and bullying. She was one of many. She is also possibly one of many who was going on my TikTok and creating other profiles with my picture, with my name, with my angle, and with my content, posing as me in various different platforms and using my content possibly to sell and pirate in different ways. That would be my sister, my oldest sister. You guys might want to look into that. Pay attention to the signs, yeah. Somebody could have started paying attention to the signs. Yeah. To unleash creative ways to get away from these sociopaths here. And in the past, somebody didn't. Okay, which got them in a situation, and then somebody started paying attention and then decided what they decided, and then everybody started fighting and bullying and threatening and all of that. Yeah. Entrapment. Okay. So to trap somebody, and now somebody is trying to heal from a toxic as fuck family, especially mine and my counterparts. Okay. He has friends as well. You might want to check social media, Facebook and Instagram. There are 2 friends in particular on an Instagram with the counterpart on my behalf that's involved. Okay. And he has many more others. But for certain, my family, okay, I was doing the healing from my family. So is the collective that I'm reading for. But also the counterpart. So we're talking about divine feminines and masculines here. Okay. Somebody didn't want to learn a lesson. My counterpart didn't want to learn a lesson. He repeated cycles. So it could have ended him in some really crazy shit. I learned mine, got the fuck away from all of those lunatics in Sodom, which is Nevada, Las Vegas. Okay. And they're unteachable. They don't learn lessons. They're gone. Their conscience is seared, but they walk around as Christians with crosses and Bibles and look like pristine, upstanding citizens of society. I invite you all to watch the movie Run, Misery, and American Psycho, Fatal Attraction. Will give you guys a good idea of the psychological state and personality of my family and the individuals that were involved in the toxic fuck shit on behalf of the collective for divine feminines and masculines here. Yeah. What else we got, team, for healing? Tell me to get through this so I can end this healing. May this video go viral. Yeah. Differences. High priestess of spirit. Yeah. Somebody that was jealous and always conflicty and competing here because of what was different between myself and my counterpart here, or how we were different. Okay. That root of jealousy. So there's a lot of envy and jealousy that drove all of this. Yeah. She created a rift. Okay. If you look close here, my sister and whoever the Karmics are for the collective. Yeah. She created a rift because of the differences. So she used lies on me and she focused and targeted me. Okay. She used lust so that my counterpart would deny me with the denial here and focus. Yeah. Wouldn't focus. She used wish fulfillment. So lust, drugs, sex, Ponzi schemes, insurance schemes, mortgage schemes, real estate schemes. To take a risk with her over and over again. So sex. She probably gets money for sex. You guys might want to look into that. And not in the locations in which it is legal. Because I understand that there are locations in which it is legal. So look into that. All right. So let's get a situation here. Before we get that, they want me to get A romance angel. We may not be doing tarot. I thought we were, you guys. So I'm just going to roll with it. I'm at 20 minutes. Not too bad. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Alright, so what happened in this situation, light team, that led to whatever this enough situation is here? From the romance angel, please, team, regarding the situation with these karmics pertaining to divine feminines and masculines in this situation here where it's about enough. Yeah, flirt. Okay, yeah, so somebody started flirting. That's how they infiltrated here to get somebody to not free themselves. I had free yourself in reverse. It jumped on a wild card here because of jealousy. Okay, they did it out of jealousy. Yeah, and out of the need for money. So they were actually needing money and codependent, but tried to act like they were not. So they did it out of money and out of jealousy here, because they felt stuck and they wanted someone else to not be able to free themselves from getting stuck. Okay. This is certainly pertaining to my situation here. Yeah. Okay. They acted like it was true love. So they used tactics like, let's go on a honeymoon, let's go away, let's do this and that to get somebody trapped, to either get them beat up, stolen from, stuck in another sex, magic scheme, to get them confused and do some more spells on them, to get them to do something, okay, or not do something, or get them trapped and beat up in some kind of way and robbed, because the person could have said, I'm not attracted to you. It's in reverse, okay? That certainly probably happened in my situation pertaining to my counterpart and my sister. Because he could have found out truths and started saying stuff which made him not attracted to her anymore, which only brings the fury of a narc. I experienced it myself with my own sister, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, unrequited love here. Okay, so it was never no real love there. He could have told her, I don't love you. There could have been the fight here. Like I said, somebody didn't want to forgive, and they could have said, I'm not attracted to you. I don't love you. And the truth probably came out, which was essentially he only was there because of the spells, the sex magic, and the money. Okay, and when the truth started to come out, it probably disgusted him. And when he got sick and tired of dealing with her and all of the shit she had him doing, he probably told her, listen, I don't forgive you. You're crazy. You're scary. I want to get the hell out of here. And she took joy in that because she's power hungry. She is a sociopath. She is gone. She needs medical attention. She tried to claim like I need it, and she probably tried that with him as well. Not to say he couldn't use his own help, but she is far past gone. She needs psychological evaluation. For the higher realms that understands energy and past life things, she is my past life karmic, one of them, as well as my counterpart. And in the past life, the last time, she was in the insane asylum and she went crazy, and the obsession was the twin flame journey. The same story played out. I invite you guys to look at that reading because that will help make sense for those of the higher realms that are understanding energy and doing investigations based on that. Okay. She knew it was true love. He could have told her. The masculine could have told the karmic, I love divine feminine. He could have saw him flirting with divine feminine online. She could have saw that, and that, you know, caused a fight. And it, yeah, forgiving and learning. And then would just try to ask for forgiveness, which is the cycle of narcissism. That's the trauma bond. That's the Stockholm syndrome. That's the high and low, up and down. Ike and Tina, whoop ass and I'm sorry. Whoop ass, then I'm sorry. Okay? And creating that chemical, I invite you all to look into narcissism. This too will also help you guys to understand the dynamic here. All right. So this is what the divine masculines could have been trying to say here to some of these karmic energies that led to this fight, this separation, that caused this bullying and somebody to want to try to get away. They got entrapped into, connected to a family, a toxic family. Check out all of them though. They wear suits. They're in leadership. Some of them got money. Some of them wear crosses. Then some of them are gang members. They carry guns. They may have my mother's gun, because I know my sister kept my mother's gun. So that may be being used or was used. And some of my other sisters' lovers have guns. Prior to me leaving Nevada, the both of them were they were stalking me. I saw both of them on 2 different occasions when I was out and about before I moved away from Las Vegas, Nevada. So, like I said, it could be both of them, because I don't know the condition and state. So, but I can say that for sure in my case, and that also may be for the collective here. Okay, intuitive guidance, light team, in this situation, with this karmic situation here, and what happened, whether it be masculines trying to free themselves from karmics, vice versa, or something they could have said to the karmics. In that moment, I didn't care. Okay, so I feel like they could have, told the masculines, these karmics, when they were trying to get forgiveness and stuff, in that moment, they didn't care, but forgive me. They could have also said something like, I thought you said you didn't care about her. I thought you said this. I thought you said that. Because they got into all that stuff for all the wrong reasons. And at the bottom of the deck, I have leaving you hurt me too. So they could have said something like, in the moment, I didn't care. In that moment, I didn't care when the shit first happened. Okay? But with this leaving you, I feel like they could have communicated, I didn't care, but this has hurt me. Leaving her hurt me. Or something to that effect, okay? Or whatever happened to them, if there was some abuse in this tussle that caused some kind of physical harm or something, the karmic was like, in that moment, I didn't care about what they did. And then the masculine could have said, leaving you hurt me too. See, here's that trauma bonding. Okay. What else? That's what led to getting them trapped, you know, that back and forth energy, that classic abusive relationship. You are not part of my plan. So look, it's in reverse. So they did not want these masculines to exclude them from their plan. Yeah, with that entrapment energy right there. So that's why they set that up. And they felt like it was easy to do. So like the masculines could have had like weaknesses and gullibility. And because of that, they used that to their advantage. In my case, my sister is much older than my counterpart. Okay, because she's 5 years older than me. So she is 7 years older than him. Okay. This may also resonate for the collective of folks that I typically channel for. So that may be helpful for their situations as well. What else? I don't really know you. Yeah, he realized that he got into some shit and he didn't really know who the hell he was dealing with. Okay, but that's the nature of karmics. He didn't realize he was dealing with a dark witch, which is my sister and a group of folks she deals with. Because she knew she's into tarot and getting readings, and she could have tried to copycat and make shit like mine. I already said she's a doppelganger. So she's the copycat energy trying to cloak divine feminine. She did mirror magic. She did all those spells to switch and swap destinies and play in the Akashic records. Okay. And I know more than you think energy here. She had already knew who he was and she knew who I was. She had been stalking me, lurking in the backgrounds, and she had saw we were in connection a long while back. And then start collaborating with him through his lust and shadow, and then start collaborating with my family to also come against me. This is where I'm calling injustice, and justice will be served for certain. Okay? Yeah. And I think he finally told her, like, I know more than you think, because she thinks he didn't know the fullness, right? And told her, I don't need your approval. I know more than you think. I'm not coming back. And this is where the attack and the revenge kicked in. Because she didn't want, she was in denial. Yes, it's too late. It's in reverse. She was in denial and delusional, as is typical of karmics. Because he told her, we are not right for each other. Okay? And she wanted to be in denial about that. He told her, I don't trust you. Okay? He told her, you're easy to see through. So she just kept doing this stuff back and forth, and he ended up getting entrapped. And I believe there's a lot of foul play. I'm not for certain if his father is still living or not, for sure. I don't even know if his mother is still living or not. I don't know. But if they are not, it's because of her in connection to my family, as well as the other karmics in his life. Okay, so light team, what do we have here? What was the situation in this enough reading? In this enough? Yeah, love affair. Somebody got tired. Enough. Today, present, now, in the moment. Dirty little secret, down low. So she was one of his horrors and the dirty little secret, and they did dirty little things together in their time together. Okay? And yeah, they probably, it was through online, you know, that this started. And she was pretending, living beyond her means, acting like, you know, she had a whole lot of woo woo. using telepathic communication and manipulation and spell work to make him think, you know what I'm saying, she was the one or whatever, and gossiped about me being different with this alien here. So start talking down about me being different and eccentric and all of that, pressuring him. Yeah. Because she was jealous and she wanted to be me, and still do. And still working with dark witches and practitioners, some all over the world. So just so you guys will know to look into that as well. But certainly look into Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, practitioners there. All right, what else? Doing death rituals on people. She did it on me. She did it on my counterpart. She did it on my son. And still do. And most people around them are disillusioned to that. Okay. So he could have left, and then she started searching online again, looking for him, right? Reminiscing. She's obsessed with both him and me. What else? She was in the last lifetime, and she is in this one. What else? I've tried to help. Other people have tried to help, but she's in denial. She is disillusioned. Tuned in, internet connected. Like, she's online all day. She is one that's always on my videos. So if ever you guys were to come and sit on my lives, she would be there. She will certainly be there. Okay? And if it's not her directly, it's going to be some of her collaborates. I can promise you that on any live video that I do, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, they come. Okay? And that may be so with the collective as well. You will find these people. What else? Yeah, triggers. Triggers just fell on the ground here. It says triggers, name, card, place. They're being triggered because I'm one of many that's exposing these people. And also because of protection. Because if they're coming towards me, my ancestors and guides, on top of those that I've connected with on ground in my location, as well as law, is going to be handling asses. So they're being triggered because of the level of protection that's around me and my son. Okay. Possibly my counterpart. My counterpart may be in silence somewhere. If, you know, hell, if he's not dead, to be honest, because I don't even know that. If he's not dead, he may be in silence somewhere. They may have his fucking ass tied up somewhere. But if he's gone missing or some shit like that, check his family and check mine. Check these social medias if he ain't in jail. Now, if he's a part of it still, then this would be the both of them together. I haven't really did it in that way to determine the separation of energy. This is simply picking up what led to what happened between them and why the bullying energy came in, why the tactics came in here. The threats, the obsessions. Yeah, the interlude, pause, timing factor. So they've been waiting and watching, trying to figure out, yeah, they're watching me and stalking me to figure out if he's come to me or not, or if he's communicated with me or not, if we're together or not. They're obsessed with trying to keep us apart, and they're obsessed with trying to figure out what's going on between us. They do magic to try to block communication, confuse communication, shut down things, and they're doing a lot of shit. Okay, as well as on the ground. So if you want to know where these people are, all you guys got to do is follow my social media. They're there. Okay. Yep. Anxiety. Yeah. And now they're anxious here. They cause anxiety. Yeah. Yeah. Because he could have tried to let her go and was like, look, I hope you're happy for me. And this is making her anxious because he don't want her anymore. This is a classic tale of obsession. He said he is done. Completed. So he learned the lesson. Completion, lesson learned. I certainly learned mine. I'll tell you that. I closed out my cycles with these motherfuckers a while ago. Okay. My family, his people, Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada, and all that. I closed out all that shit. So that's what triggered here. Yeah. But it's something to do with money. Here's that money issue. Now I know FBI, she on district attorneys, whoever, she ain't got no. My sister can't have kids, so I don't know what the scenario is with this child alimony government, but I feel like it's behind the thievery. It could be behind a divorce. It could be, dividends and things like that, as he's trying to make himself single here. Okay. Lockdown, mental prison, confined. So they're doing a lot of fuck shit in the crown chakra and fucking with people's heads, his, mine. But they got another thing come with me, motherfuckers. They done messed up. You know what I'm saying? Whoop. But sorry for the professionals that come on here. Sorry, but because I know you guys are looking for other reasons. But for my collective and stuff, y'all know I like to clown around. Okay. Yeah, he became aware. Things became clear to him and came to light in this situation here with realization. Okay, look at this situation is calling for you to have faith and trust. He realized that he couldn't trust that situation. Also, she became aware that he was going to trust and have faith to come and possibly get to know me again. And that brought her anxiety here because she knew he had feelings. My whole family knew. They lied to me straight up. My mother lied to me. These people are liars. Okay. And they're done. They must pay their debt according to the full extent of judicial law, both in an energy world and on the earth this lifetime, for what they've done. Yeah. Archangel Michael, yep, past life, the past happened. This has been a repeated cycle. This was done before in this life, but also in another life. Okay, Archangel Michael had to step in. Yep. Because of toxic karmic family ties that was involved to try to separate counterparts, to try to use and sacrifice divine feminines and masculines or their children so that they can get their money and their inheritance. Yep. Yeah. Hideaway. So she always used hideaway vacation. That's where her whole ass may be now. So you might want to look into that. Celebrity mortgage. She is fascinated and fixed on me. She's watching me and constantly sending distorted energy to me and my son and to my platforms and what I do, as well as the rest of my family and his friends and family. I can say that for sure. His exes, because he's got many karmic exes. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. This is also so for the collective that I'm channeling for. They got religious affiliates doing it. So when certain shit happened, they started going to church and crying and wearing a cross and getting all their church folks in a thither and put them on my platforms to stalk me and make evil, wicked comments about me and come in there and just sit and all sorts of things and report my videos. So again, if you guys will go see the history of who has been reporting my videos and who come in my lives, you will find the people that are probably connected and involved in this. Yeah. Family trapped him. My family trapped him. Yep, I'm calling their asses out. My family trapped them. Namely, my mother and my sister. You guys might want to reach out to them. Yeah, by meeting and coming together. This was all a plot and plan. And once upon a time, he was on board, but then when he didn't want to be on board no more, then they wanted retaliation because they didn't want to be exposed for who the fuck they really are, which is narcissistic karmic lunatics, black witches. They wanted to try to interrupt divine synchronicities of the twin flames. They're obsessed. Some of these people were all in insane asylums in another lifetime, and they followed us back in this one and didn't want to get well, and then try to project their mental illness onto us. And it is not mental illness for us. It is traumatization from their fuck shit, from being narcissistically abused and gaslit covertly, which is the most insidious form. They pop up, they're controlling, they lack boundaries, they're highly manipulative and greedy and selfish and petty, and have no regard for no one else's lives. If they would do this crazy shit to my disabled adult son that ain't did now nothing to nobody on the earth because they're sick and fucking empty and looked at him as pick-up parts, then you know that they're a lunatic's gone's reptilian mind. Gone. Yeah. They tried to come up to some settlement and agreement so that he wouldn't tell me, so that he wouldn't come to me, so that he wouldn't give me what was mine. They had him so afraid that he had to make comments on my platforms under different profile names and things like that. And a couple times he came on and I knew it was him. You guys may want to look into that, because if you guys trace it, even though it may be erased or deleted, you'll find it. And he said something like, I owe you. And this was on my YouTube. I owe you. And I said, huh? Who? Me? He said, yeah. And then he said, I'll be back. And then after that, that's when things got really interesting. And that is when, in my case, I feel like my family, as well as his friends that were involved, went into heavy level spell work and manipulations and plans and strategies to make me look a certain way to him, and to make him look a certain way to me, and to get him to be under their control and manipulation. Yes, pressure cooker. So watch this, Karmics, if you're watching. How do you like this? What else? Yeah, done. And now done came out. He is single. So he broke up with my sister. He is not with my sister, but he went back and forth with her. He went back and forth, and that's how he got trapped. That's how something could have went sorely wrong. Any like illegal activities they did together, anything, him going back and forth under her spell work, because she would do chaos magic spells. The same shit she did to me is what she did to him. I freed myself, which made her infurious, okay? But something happened here, and he finally got here and said, I'm done. I have learned my lesson with you. I don't want to be with you. And that's when they tried to, set him up to be either put in an institution, set him up to go to jail, sick, beat up, and in some cases, hell, he may be dead. And right before I left Las Vegas, Nevada, I attempted to reach out to his mother, Risa, at least the number that I was able to locate, and I left a message on her voicemail. I want to say it was either a landline phone, it could have been a cell phone, but I tried to alert her, and I dropped it. I said that if I was, if it was regarding my kid or son, grown or not, and he was mixed up in some toxic shit and could possibly, hurt and beat up somewhere, I would want somebody to care and to reach out to me so that I could investigate and go look into see what's going on. Now, she could very well be a karmic as well, because she could have been in cahoots. So, but I'm putting that on alert. This may be so with the collective as well. Okay, lastly, all they want me to do is to get some tarot and then end it there, collective, as well as any FBI or investigator agents, both those who understand the energy world and those that are more into this for the sciences and solving cases. they would project their thoughts into me and my son. They're very twisted and insidious to frustrate the twins. So as the twin would watch to make them feel some kind of way about the things that I was saying, and because of his silence to make me feel some kind of way about his non-action. So it's this little insidious game that they're playing here. But they're going down. All their asses. It has been determined. The gavel has been dropped. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so she wanted this Ace of Pentacles. It's the money. This is all about money. This is why all these people are involved. She didn't want that money cut off. I can certainly say that about my people. But yet they try to act like I was the one that was codependent. And yet they're codependent on what actually belongs to me. Interesting, isn't it? Yet they went through all of that for the money, but I was the one that's codependent and needy, right? And only wanted to use him. And it turned out to be that's what they are and what they were. Two of Cups, yeah, loveless situation, dropped, okay? He said, I don't love you, you don't love me, this was never love, I'm out, bye. It was a fake spiritual union. She wanted to be me in this life and the last one. This became enlightened with the sun that there was no love there. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Eight of Swords. She got somebody stuck in jail or in mental prison or mental health, right? Which slowed down their process from being able to get free from their toxic asses. I called my mother. My mother called me on my birthday, acting like, you know, hi, just want to say happy birthday. When I finally respond to my mother back in January of this year, and I asked her if she knew anything about this. I asked her if she had any knowledge of my sister and my ex and anything to pertain to this. And she said, no. You certainly want to contact Sheila and McClendon Osby or Holloway and ask some questions. Elko, Nevada. Possibly. This part I'm not for certain, but there's a strong possibility based on some readings I've had. Possibly Heather Denise Prevost. I want to say either Loma Linda or Redlands, California. She may have knowledge in my particular situation. So if you guys are going to investigate and ask questions, that would be some of the ways to go. You may want to contact, if Stephen Belsky is alive, you want to contact Stephen Belsky. You want to contact possibly Chelsea Lafayette, Heather Lafayette, Nikki Walker, Ariana Belsky, Jordan Belsky, Kriya Miles, Ramia Carter, Raven Carter, what's his name? Christopher Chris, which is not his real name, but he is one of the two on the Instagrams. And Michael Picture something other. If you guys are interested in trying to investigate and ask questions about the situation, those will be places to go. Yeah, the Three of Cups. Yeah, it slowed him down. Yeah, they're chasing him. So like I said, we got bounty hunter. They're stalking him and they're stalking me. Not just online, but they're stalking us literally. They paid hitmans. They've paid some of these gang bangers affiliates. Could be connected to motorcycle clubs. It could be connected to gangs that are more prevalent in the San Bernardino County. Okay. And any other folks is, okay. Paid hitmans, other lovers that my sister has had of her past. So you want to look through her social media as well. You'll find some information there. Yeah. So they, you know, because they're sad, right? They were sad, but you know, that's life. So you want to enslave people now? You feel entitled to enslave people because they don't want to be with you? They're mentally unwell, and they try to project that unwellness on us, which is atypical. They abuse you, they're tyrants, and traumatize you. And when you have a reaction and people see the effects of it, idiots actually believe it. But it's due to trauma. The real mental ill are them. They need evaluation, and the people that they're dealing with. Anybody who would agree to do such things to people, they need mental help. They need evaluation. And they got on briefcases and suits and Mercedes and houses and shit for the ones that's trying to act fancy and upright. Okay? And the other ones are thugs and gangsters and don't care about their lives, and they don't care about how the karma's going to beat the shit out of them too, energetically and beyond. It's going to hit what's important to them. So you guys might want to check that out. Yeah. They couldn't manifest. They tried to block a manifestation. Ace of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse. And that's what they were doing. They wanted to block a manifestation here. Okay. Because of romantic feelings. And then what ended up happening when he got done, the masculines here, they're like, no, I don't want a new beginning with you. Okay. So they, yeah. That was the issue. That's what provoked them. Yeah. Yep. And here's the spell work. High Priestess, the secret shit. They stole it. They did something. They did black magic, Magician in reverse, and the High Priestess here. They did some kind of black magic, some kind of manipulation with this Ace of Pentacles to either steal it, hide it, right? Beat them up, whatever the fuck. Eight of Wands to stop them from being able to move forward. Four of Pentacles by being controlling and holding on to them. Wasting their time, being in denial with the Seven of Pentacles, causing them to continue to invest. And here's Divine Masculine, the Emperor here. Okay, that's what happened. All right, so I will get some initials. They're asking me to get some initials and a couple of things here. And then we're done. Okay, so let's get down on what took place outside of that situation. Deck there, concerning enough. Okay, light team, could you guys reveal more of what happened here? Anything else? I'm not sure if this person is involved, but it wouldn't hurt to investigate it because this was one of her longtime Johns, her longtime connections that she had under one of her spells. Anthony Miller. You guys may want to ask him some questions about her, even if they're no longer in dealings with each other. He may know something. I have page 35 of Pornhub in reverse. Okay, so I feel like what happened is the Divine Masculine started trying to free themselves from their addictions here. Okay, They started trying to free themselves from their addictions because that's probably how they got connected in the first place. Okay? It fell over here. So, yeah. Yeah. They could have been like, look, I don't want to do this anymore. Right? Pulled out method. Okay. She can't even get pregnant. FBI, whoever the higher ups, like, I don't know if that's the situation, but her last child is Raven Carter, and she's 20 something. Okay. I don't know if she was using like my niece's daughter, my oldest niece's daughter, because I did see her holding her in a dream. Okay, if she's using like, oh, my kids and grandkids or something, but she's the same one that acted like everybody else is codependent and can't take care of themselves and need to, be able to do it. And that's just out of bounds. Okay, high cheekbones, symbol of virgin blood. So because he was trying to, he didn't want this lifestyle with her anymore, this addictive sex lifestyle. High cheekbones could be me, symbol of virgin blood. So she commenced to do spell work on me to try to attack my beauty. She tried to look like me. And then, she was working on my son. I had dreams of them messing with his sacral chakra and genital areas and things like that, and tying them up and having them all stretched out. This is real. Okay. Bloodshot eyes. Yeah. So she started more spell work on him to make him tired, okay, weak, unwell. So he could have got poisoned. He could have got sick. Yeah. She crazy. Voices in the head. Talking about she pregnant. She can't be pregnant. Counterpart has kidney stones. Yeah. House arrest. He could have been in house arrest around her, which was the worst thing because she's doing spell work. So y'all may want to go hunt them down. This could have been in the past. She could have been poisoning him while on house arrest. So if, God forbid if he did pass, I highly recommend you guys investigate. Chamber of Secrets. Yep. Secrets. A lot of secrets. He could have had someone else though, outside of her. Like he could have gotten someone else pregnant because they lived a very sexually open lifestyle, and she allowed him to do whatever, which is a part of why he allowed himself to stay stuck in the stuff to begin with. Okay, so I know for certain he was dealing with other people, and I'm not sure how recent this is, but you all may want to look into Sierra Powell. Connected with Sierra Powell, possibly. I'm not for certain, but that could be someone that he ended up being involved with, getting into something with, and having a kid with, and so she could be, I don't know. This is crazy. Look, severe childhood trauma. These people are traumatized and they're projecting it out on me and everyone else. Yeah, she used blowjobs and stuff. It says here, huge but in a non-threatening way. Penis, extra long uvula. So she was doing a lot of blowjobs, the double-ended dildo stuffs. She's using people's social security number. I can tell you that right now. She's used my social security number. She let her kids use my social security number. She used my son's social security number. They used my social security number, and I'm sure she used his to do fraudulent things. This is why I put the police report in the Metropolitan Police. If you guys want to look at that summary, it's there. She has bad vibes. Something's not right with my family and some of his friends either. They're into some toxic, dark shit. Yeah, she's probably porno. She's probably a porn star now. Or she, when she got the surgeries and stuff, she started selling. Okay, award-winning porn star, unrequited love. All right. Claiming a latex allergy so people would have sex with her without the condoms for the blood and stuff. Local sheriff. She could know someone, so there could be some corruption in a local sheriff that that hid things or tampered with things on her behalf because she may have been doing stuff with them. Y'all may want to look into that. If it's not her directly, then it could be like the baby mama, the other one. Okay? Chamber of Secrets. So the prostitution she tried to put on to me was the prostitution she lives in. Okay? Yeah, flavored condoms. So she really used the blowjobs. Or he could have tried, because, he could have tried to be creative before he left her and didn't want to exchange fluids in her mouth anymore. And didn't want, I don't mean to gross anybody out, but that was probably his way before he tried to escape. Like, look, I don't want her fluids. I don't want any of her shit, but if she's insisting, we can do the flavored condoms, because fuck that. I don't want her playing with my blood anymore. I don't want her claiming that she's pregnant or somebody claiming they're pregnant anymore, whether this is my sister or one of his other karmics, okay? Yeah, she had an ass job. She put fat in her ass so she can, she had a lot of surgeries done here. They were doing drugs together, but then talking about Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So she claims to be Christian and godly and all that stuff, but yet do all this dark stuff. And that's all the karmics that I'm referring to in this reading for the collective as well as myself here. Okay? Okay. Latex allergy. I told you she claims to have a latex allergy so she can get a hold of men's semen. And then so she can play pregnant and get documents and so forth to get people to give her money and have sympathy on her. She's done this before. She did it in California when she was much younger to her last two father, where she literally went to a hospital so she can get the actual bracelet put on her arm because they were going through some type of a changes. I want to say this is before her middle child was born. So she did that. I was there. I saw it so that she can sit and lay on the bed and cry, acting like she went to the hospital and had a miscarriage. She had the bracelet on her arm and she had the paper. So she's very sophisticated. I'm only saying this to say she is sophisticated in doing those types of things. But she got her stuff tied up a long time ago. Okay. Bad vibes, social security number. Yeah. She's committing fraud. She's using people information and she has purchased several different social security numbers. She's depressed and it led to depression in this situation here because she acted, but they tried to act like sugar and spice and everything nice. They could be even still acting like that, but they're not well. Okay, she's not well. And she has a shitty podcast. So she copies me. Everything that I do, she has tried to do. She talks about behavioral health and mental health, and she needs to go and be seen. Exclusive clitoris. She has addictions. She has sex addictions. And this is for all the karmic feminines that's resonating, that goes with this reading for the collective I'm reading for. Okay, I'm saying she, referring to my aspect of where this is fitting for my own personal situation, but I'm also reading on behalf of the collective. We're going to get some possible initials. FBI, CIA, local law enforcement, investigators, whomever. Possible initials of the karmic feminine energy here. possible first, last, and middle initials of the karmic feminine energy. We have R and we have T. My sister's middle name is Treese. It's actually Detrice, but we call her Treese. First, middle, last initial of the karmic feminine energy, L-O. One of her last names is Osby. First, middle, last initial of the karmic feminine energies here. Okay. J and E. So it could be, what, a Jennifer, extra long Jennifer. This may be, yeah, it may be masculine because now I have B. A first, middle, last initial of the divine masculine. Yeah, we have Y, T, R, and H. Fell over here. That's being hunted. Okay. First, middle, last initial of the divine masculines. That's being hunted down by these feminines in their groups of people. C, Z. Okay. T and F. First, middle, last initial. S. Okay, in my case, it's Scott. His middle name is Scott. We got S twice. We have J and we have N. D and Y. Okay, until I'm told to stop here. Religious clergy leaders and affiliates. So there's actually religious clergy leaders and affiliates that's actually involved. So there's some corrupt clergy. Like I said. Your last X is X. Your last X is X would be my sister. And, you know, and whoever the karmics represent for the collective that I'm reading for. And then here you go. Here's another confirmation. There's the M for Marlena. Okay, but it don't have to be, but these are just some possible initials that are involved in this karmic situation here where somebody and everybody, divine masculine said enough, feminine been said enough, but these lunatics are obsessed and insisted upon trying to kill us, trying to keep us separate, trying to get us in prison, trying to keep us trapped and set up, using our information and data to sign documents, to forge documents and getting people to do it, to get us entrapped, bring them down. May justice prevail. And I'm asking my spiritual light team of the highest love and light and ranks and that of the collective and all high vibrational beings that work within the FBI, the CIA, the investigative, the judicial system, the court system, the sheriff system, the police system, to call judgment and to expose the corruptions that are operating there, to bring it to light and bring all truths to justice. May all be exposed, all truths be revealed so that everybody can heal, and may all be exposed so that law on land and in the ether knows and bring all of these karmic energies to karmic justice. And so it is.